Hello people on the internet, I am back with a new bullet journal related video. Today I wanted to go a little bit more in depth into my process of setting up a weekly spread. But this week I'm using a more freestyle, free flow, I don't know the word, style that I've been seeing a lot on Instagram and that really inspires me. The supplies I'm using this time are a pencil because you just always need one, Fineliners, and a pair of scissors because this style, or actually just the way I do it, requires a little bit more crafting. And then also I'm showing you some Mildliners, but I'm actually not going to be using them in this video, and some brush pens and a couple of color markers just to add some colors. All the things I'm using in this video are going to be in the description box down below, so make sure to check that out in case you want to know more information about them, like color, names, etc. And don't forget that glue stick, it's very important. Then I also like to add some planner stickers and some printed out pictures just to add a little bit more fun and pizzazz into these spreads, but they're completely optional like everything else. I don't even know how to spell pizzazz. I really need to Google that. Before I get started, I always like to swatch the colors and find out which ones fit the color theme, and in this case it's pastel, pink and greens, so that I can put back other markers and brush pens. Also, I cut out some melon shapes out of craft paper beforehand to use as date markers. Make sure to cut out a little bit more than 7 because mistakes can always happen. And as always for me, I need my little calendar overview, so I also prepared that beforehand and I'm sticking it to the top left of the page, and I'm adding some washi tape for some accent. Now I'm writing the title, which is the week number, in light pink, and I'm doing a gradient effect again by adding 2 different colors on the top and bottom and blending it out with that pale pink, which serves as our transitioning color. If you want, I can also do a tutorial on it, so please just let me know in the comments down below. And I know this might be time consuming, but I personally enjoy this process, so I don't mind it. Just you do you. And after that is done, I am on to dividing the page into the days. And for this freestyle layout, I won't be using a ruler, but just my eye to roughly get the same space for every day. What I find important to keep in mind when it comes to these spreads is that if you use too many resources, it can get a little bit overwhelming, so stick with your colors and your resources. Like, for example, in this case, I have 1 washi, 2 sheets of craft paper in pink and green, and some stickers, and that's it. This way I can keep using the same material, but just change the shape or combination, and it gives it a more dynamic feel without looking all over the place. And to cover up that melon shape, which is a bleed through from last week's spread, I am using a white sticky note, which will serve as my to-do list. Then I'm adding a small picture on the bottom with another washi background. On the next page, I added a bigger picture to balance the page out because that page contains 4 out of 7 days and it would have otherwise looked too messy and crowded in my opinion. I changed my mind midway through applying that glue, as you can see later, and in the end I chose a picture that has a lot more white space to it to keep it open looking. And I also added a washi frame, just to make it look pretty, I guess, for the pizzazz. Okay, stop it, Emily, stop it. For the next day header, which is Saturday, I did this green frame thing that will not survive this video because I hated it. And that's what I love about this bullet journal system and the washi tape adhesive, etc. They really allow changes and mistakes. You can really just cover your mistakes or remove the washi tape with ease. And I don't know what it was about Saturday, but it wasn't happening. Then I added another paper that I just colored in with gray brush pen ages ago for my May spreads back then. Then I added another white sticky note. And on that sticky note, I added some watermelon inspired stickers that I made myself for space, I guess. And then I added the dates, the weekday, titled, some shadows, and more sticker details. Then I added a short quote, but I did not like the gray color on it, so I went over it with a black Fude pen that I always forget to show, but it's in the description box down below. And I know this kind of spread is very time consuming and not very practical, but it really allows a lot more creative freedom. And I don't do this every week, but every now and then I like to challenge myself to be a little bit creative and, you know, really enjoy my time with my bullet journal, because for me it's not just planning, it's actually a hobby that I cherish and pursue with all of my passion, as I do with makeup, and there's nothing wrong, in my opinion, with spending more time on things that make you happy. And now I'm just adding some tasks to my to-do list, or added some tasks to my to-do list, because I am lazy and I did not do anything last week, and I'm slowly but surely running out of socks. Now you see me ripping out Saturday because, like I said, I hated it, and I'm replacing that with a more neutral grid washi sticker. And yes, Sunday is not the 17th. That is totally wrong, and I fixed it already, but not in this video because I realized it while I was editing it, so bear with me. And that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments down below what you would like to see next. Until then, thank you for watching, and bye bye!